Welcome to Cambridge, Ohio, where everyone waves you through at four-way stops, the homeless people spend their time picking up litter, and every family has 2.5 kids. Well, it's Christmas time again here in Cambridge. The flowers have all been replaced by Christmas wreaths, and the street lamps are twinkling along Wheeling Avenue. They're lighting up the mannequins that depict beloved scenes of Victorian England on both sides of the street. The houses are all decorated in tiny lights, and the courthouse light show draws visitors from all the neighboring counties. My name is Brad Pauquette, and I'm the director of the company, our little slice of writer's paradise here in small-town Americana. Here at the company, our apprentices have just left for Christmas break, traveling home to families all over the country. It's been a wonderful little Christmas here so far, what with decorations and book releases and general merriment. We've recorded a few little holiday stories for you. We just had fun with it, and we hope it brings a little cheer as you drive to Grandma's house or sit in the evening hours watching the Christmas tree. Our first story was written by Grecu. It's about Snitch, the elf on the shelf, one of Santa's many secret agents.
Hello, you have reached S.N.O.W.M.A.N, also known as Santa's Network of Witnesses, Moles, and Knickknacks. This is a secure line. If you do not have authorization, caller ID will divert your call to the naughty list. Thank you for calling S.N.O.W.M.A.N.
Come in Mission Control. This is Elf Agent Snitch, reporting for duty. I am off the shelf. Repeat, I am off the shelf. Standing by for orders.
Hey, yo, Snitch, my boy.
Is that you, Frosty?
You know it.
I thought the big man in red fired you after that, incident with the traffic cop?
Nah, he confiscated my corn cob, though. That's been a pill and a half.
Well, maybe we should get down to business?
Right. So, the big man got reports from the 2 Dickensian mannequin ladies outside of Ladders. They say that little Suzie's keeping secrets in her den. We might have to relist her. You in the kids' room?
Yes, sir. I'm on the bedside table.
Beautiful. Okay, evaluate Suzie's condition, then rendezvous at the top ledge of her bookshelf. I'll be standing by for your report. In the meantime, I'm gonna go make some snow angels, if you know what I mean.
I really don't.
Frosty, out!
Okay, Snitch. Here we go. Up to the desk. Yep! Okay, let's see what we've got here. Unfinished crafts. Pencils, shavings everywhere. Old jar of muddy paint water. Oh, that's not good. Oh, sweet Santa's beard.
Help me!
Is that ink? Sweet holly garland, it's everywhere. What the blitzen happened to you?
I was once a beautiful marker, water-based and washable. Now I'm nothing but a flat nub, hammered into resignation by the one they call Suzie. My ink soaks into the wood. It mingles with the ink of my fallen brethren and my crayon cousins. She has snapped them all into halves. She cannot be stopped. She...
Sir? Sir? Ah, crumbs. Oh, my shoe's stuck in the... Ugh, so sticky. Come on, shoe, get unstuck. Ah! Ah! Full of Christmas cheer. Ow! Why is there so much hardwood flooring in this house?
Did you just fall off that desk?
Barbie?
Well, technically not anymore.
What are you... Oh, by gosh, by golly. Is that Skipper's body?
Yep. Suzie switched our heads.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to have to deal with the ramifications of this forever.
And what about Skipper?
Well, she's not used to having articulated joints. She can barely even walk. We're both having an existential crisis.
Okay. Where is Ken?
I think he's dead.
He's what?
Well, Suzie sent in the G.I. Joes, you know? They enlisted him, and that was weeks ago, and he hasn't come back.
But, you seem like quite the elf about the house.
I don't.
I'm sure that you could protect me. What was your name again?
Snitch?
Well, Snitch, I do love a man in uniform. Is that muscle?
Stuffing, actually.
I don't mind.
What about the wooden castle? Can you seek sanctuary there?
Well, they've been in a bit of a pickle for the past 6 months.
Huh?
Princess Emily got locked in the dungeon, Sir Thomas has been glued to his horse, and then Prince Florian got his arm snapped off.
Sweet Kris Kringle!
And then there's Susie's mom. She just bought
What?
glitter glue.
Santa have mercy.
If she finds the puppy paint, we're all done for. Here she comes.
Oh, sugar cookies.
Why, hello, Mr. Elf. Did you fall off the shelf again? Oh my gosh, wait, you're the perfect Ken replacement.
No.
I'm gonna put you in the dream house.
No, not the dream house.
Everybody loves the dream house.
No, not the dream house. Anything but the dream house. No.
Suzie, come on down, kiddo. Dinner's ready.
Aw, man. Coming, Dad!
Holly jolly. Oh, sweet Bing Crosby, that was too close.
The dream house isn't so bad. There's mistletoe on the 2nd floor.
Well, I've really got to go make the rendezvous.
Rendezvous?
I've got to make a call. Bye.
But what about us?
Come in, Frosty. Come in, HQ. Elf Agent Snitch requesting an emergency exit route. I am back on the shelf. Repeat, I am back on the shelf. I have information critical to the potential listing of Suzie.
Whoa, kid, slow down. What happened?
We've got a code red and green here. Repeat, code red and green. Dolls who swapped heads, medieval Civil War, abused Crayola products.
Ah, so basically she's a very normal 10-year-old girl.
Yeah, I guess there's really no need to relist her. But regardless, I'd love a quick way out of here.
Yeah, that place is still a danger zone. I'll initiate Silent Night protocol for you.
Thanks. Oh, and while you're at it, file a missing persons report for Ken. The Joes got him again.
Aye, again? I'll call it in.
Of course, it's Christmas everywhere, from the penthouse to the poorhouse, and that means it's also Christmas on the farm. The next story was written by Noah Matthews. It's the story of a pig and a turkey coming to terms with fulfilling their most honorable roles this holiday season. Hey yo, turkey! Why so glum? It's almost Thanksgiving.
Turkey Day, you mean? Gobble, gobble. Yeah, I know all about it.
You got the whole holiday to yourself. Be thankful. Beak up.
Haha, hysterical. You should be a comedian. Leave me alone.
Not till you tell me why you're upset.
I really don't want to talk about it.
Come on, millions of my people have made it to meals every stinking day and you don't see me grouching around.
That's because you're a pig. You'd eat your own kind, not bat a wiry eyelash. Cannibalism is a sin, you know, gobble gobble. I'll bet you've eaten your own cousins once or twice.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Continue.
And yet, despite all your disgusting flaws,
Don't insult my warts.
you are the most celebrated animal on earth. Your bacon is so beloved by humans and pigs alike that when humans think someone is earning a lot of money, they say they're bringing home the bacon.
Hey, now that's some respect. I like that.
And furthermore, your kind are immortalized as the dish of honor at every American Christmas dinner.
Yeah, still, you get your own holiday.
Yes, we do. And it is our greatest honor. But while our race gives our lives for the honor of gracing the crowded Thanksgiving table, you know what the humans give us in return?
Oh, I know. They let you taste the stuffing before shoving you in the oven. What I wouldn't give to taste some of that beautiful rosemary-injected sludge.
Nay, pig, their crime is much more heinous than that. You see, the Americans have this candy holiday.
Sounds delicious.
It's detestable. The second summer starts turning yellow, it's Happy Halloween, and every store marks down their candy prices. Millions are made in revenue out of the lifeless plastic food items.
Plastic.
But the horror does not end there, my friend. You see, Thanksgiving comes right in between Halloween and Christmas. So, the moment Halloween is over,
Everyone and their sister runs to Barnes & Noble and buys a turkey.
wrong store and wrong action. Nay, friend, the moment night closes on Halloween, everybody and their sister starts talking Christmas. Lights go up, frozen hams are bought, and everyone starts pining for snow.
I see.
We are glossed over like the glaze on a day-old Tim Hortons donut. Missed, forgotten. Because we, my friend, have been accused of the ultimate sin.
What?
Unmarketability. Oh yes, my wrinkled snub-nosed friend. There is no forgiveness from big advertising for those who prove unmarketable. Pig, we spend our entire lives waiting for the axe to lead us home to the Thanksgiving table in the sky. And all the while our noble sacrifice is swallowed up by the money-making holiday of Christmas.
Now that's a shame. But how about this for you? We pigs, like you say, are the key dish at the Christmas dinner table. But no one notices our sacrifice. We fatten up. Oh yeah, waiting.
Excuse me? I think we're talking about my problem here.
You know what? Be a cow pie. See if I care. I got all the snout and clout I need. Being the world's favorite food and all, like you say, you know.
Shut that ugly beak of yours.
Snout! It's a snout!
You know what? I'm done with this. I've had enough. We're through, Buster. We'll never kiss again.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. Just got caught up in the moment, you know? Where was I?
Other than sitting in the mud being a pain in the ham?
Ah, yes. The unmarketability of Thanksgiving.
Here we go again.
Thanksgiving should be the happiest holiday of the year. Humans spend time with family, eat good food, and good noble turkeys. You know, we were almost their national symbol. And on top of that, they thank God for blessing them. Now, why would they gloss over all that magic in favor of striped candy and muddy snow angels?
I don't know. Humans are funny animals.
Probably because they eat so much pork.
Pork.
Stop salivating, you cannibal.
And of course, pigs and turkeys aren't the only animals we're talking about this time of year. There's a team of domesticated reindeer somewhere north of us getting ready for a big night. Did you know that Santa's reindeer are all female? Turns out that male reindeer lose their antlers for the winter. Only the females keep them all winter long. That's going to be important. Our next story was written by R.J. Catlin. I've called it Accidental Prancer.
You might be wondering how a white-tailed buck ends up in Santa's team of international reindeer. Well, I met Prancer over Doe, a deer dating site. She's got a great personality, not to mention the flying reindeer thing. The problem was, I came all the way from Ohio to see her, and she just wanted to keep our relationship a secret.
We've only been dating for 5 days, and you didn't tell me you were coming? I haven't even told the girls that I have a boyfriend.
I would say we had a fight, but because my antlers fell out for the winter, it was actually just Prancer chasing me around with her antlers aimed at my backside. I quickly learned that upsetting a doe twice your size is a very bad idea. How I even got to the North Pole, you ask? Well, that's a tale for another time, no pun intended. After that flight, I just wanted to get out of the North Pole, pronto, soon as possible. So, I stole Prancer's harness and found myself impersonating Prancer in the most famous lineup of reindeer in the world. Vixen and I were second to last team, just in front of Dasher and Dancer. I say impersonating, but mostly I was just trying to keep my head down, stay unnoticed. That's when I heard Dasher clear her throat behind me.
Hey, Vixen!
What?
Doesn't Prancer look strange to you?
What are you talking about? You just interrupted the internal dialogue of my two main characters. Now I have to start all over.
Please. We all know you'll have to start over again when we get back from pulling the sleigh so you can dictate the scene to Snitch. Just because Santa assigned an elf to help you record your rich inner world doesn't make you special. Anyway, don't you think Prancer is looking a little lighter than normal?
I suppose. Her coat is normally a gingerbread colour, right? She is looking a little more of a caramel colour today.
What? No! I mean, yeah, that too. But doesn't she look like she's lost some weight?
Oh. Yes. She does indeed look underweight. And now that you mention it, she has been acting strangely the past few hours. What's gotten into you, Prancer?
I don't know what you mean.
That is what I mean. Usually so sassy to me.
Am not. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go back to my rich inner world.
Huh. Well, you've still got attitude, but your voice sounds weird. Are you feeling okay?
Really? Oh, I have a sore throat. Yeah, I think I'm coming down with something. You'd better keep away from me until I get out of here. Until I feel better.
What?
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 What happened to your antlers? They look like sticks that you tied onto your head with string.
They look horrendous, darling.
There's a perfectly logical explanation for that. You see, so I was digging around in the ground for lichen because that's what us reindeer eat for breakfast, and I accidentally got my pretty little antlers stuck in the ground, and this turtle comes along and he says, "Oh, kid, you got
What's
your
a
nuggets
turtle?
stuck."
I've never
I says,
seen
"I
one,
know,"
but Donna
and
once
he
told
says,
me that her
"What's
cousin
that?"
met one and that it
And
looked
I
like a
says,
large
"Yes," and he
upside-down
says, "Too
bowl.
bad."
Weird.
And walks away, so I have to pull my
Prancer,
head out of the ground
take
and I
a
said-
breath. Get to the point.
And the point is, my antlers snapped off and the other deer would laugh, so I tied on branches to my head.
Oh, dear.
Which one?
We're definitely all deer here.
No, Oh, never mind.
Well, that does explain the antlers. But what about your coat?
I don't wear coats.
No, darling, your fur. It's a lighter color than normal and shorter.
I buzzed and bleached it.
It looks lovely on you.
It really brings out your eyes. And did you go on a diet? You look like you've been starving.
Oh, yes. Santa said I gained too much weight over the summer and needed to slim down. So he put me on a high-fiber diet.
Honestly, that man! I need to have a word with him. In fact, maybe you should sit this trip out. You're looking a little peaked.
No, I need to get out of here. No, thank you. I feel fine.
If you say so.
Here he comes. Get ready, girls!
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
Wait! I can't fly! Ah!
Ho, ho, ho!
Wait for me! That's not me!
Luckily, Santa didn't leave me hanging in that harness for long. Prancer caught up with the sleigh, and Santa was nice enough to let me ride in the sleigh with him, and he dropped me off in a parachute over Ohio. I don't know how I forgot that I can't fly. It's the one thing that makes Santa's reindeer special. Prancer and I decided after a whole fiasco to part ways. I think I just have a thing for flying reindeer. I would have dated any of the reindeer if they had been on a deer dating site. You know, Vixen has a great personality.
It's a sad fact of life that crime doesn't stop just because it's Christmas. In fact, if you consider the amount of trespassing and breaking and entering that happens every year by Santa alone, it's a considerable crime wave. This next story was written by Alli Prince. John, status report.
The victim is a 78-year-old Caucasian woman. The family last saw her after a tense argument over a subpar Thanksgiving dinner.
Typical. Families are 65% more likely to argue during a federal holiday.
Said something about a turkey that was brined for 24 hours and fresh rosemary. Apparently, the victim's daughter-in-law was leaving the victim's son, too. Regardless, the victim left her home on 7th and walked up here to the park. Witnesses say they saw a group of reindeer on 8th, shortly before the victim was found.
Reindeer? In Appalachian, Ohio? How odd.
That's right. We're still trying to determine the cause of death. But look! There are animal tracks on the ground next to her. Hoof prints. We're interviewing the family now, but between you and me, I think it's clear who did it.
Who?
Well, the victim was known to be on the board of directors for Toys for Tots, collecting toys. And it's almost Christmas, Sarge. Don't you see it? That with the reindeer, I mean, come on. We're both thinking it. If this is who I think it is, I mean, this would be huge, Sarge. I've been waiting to nab this guy for years, and he's never once slipped up. A serial stalker who targets kids? He's constantly breaking and entering. And I'm pretty sure he's paid off nearly everyone at the station to look the other way, if you know what I mean.
John.
It was the big man in red! This has cover-up written all over it. He goes by a code name. You've probably heard of him. Santa Claus.
Oh, I understand. You are making a holiday-themed joke. Very amusing, John.
It is no joke. This is it, man. The big break I've been hoping for. He finally messed up. The victim smells like milk and cookies, for crying out loud. That with the deer tracks. This is a closed case.
John, Santa Claus is a fictional character created for the holiday season. He is not real.
Huh. So he's bought you out too?
No, John, before we continue this investigation, I need you to say those words. Santa is not real.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Detective, repeat these words after me. Santa is not real.
Innocent! The children deserve justice, man. I don't care what you or anyone else says. I'm gonna catch this guy.
Calm down, Detective. Hypothetically, let us follow your course of thinking logically. Let's suppose for a moment that this Santa Claus did exist. Why are you so emotionally invested in apprehending him?
Because he's a menace to society. He breaks into people's homes, he steals their food, he plays judge, jury, and executioner. Brings coal to the children he deems unworthy. Nobody should have that kind of power. Not to mention all of his aliases.
Are you telling me that you think Santa Claus has procured fake IDs?
It's obvious. I mean, there's Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, Christopher Kringle, and those are just the ones we know about. I'm starting to suspect he's also the KFC man on the off-seasons. He can't keep getting away with this. I want justice. I want justice for the children and justice for the elves.
What crimes has he committed against the elves?
He has broken dozens of labor laws. An entire race forced into unpaid labor all year round. Makes me sick.
Let's suppose this was true. I am positive the elves would receive some form of monetary compensation if it were real.
It is real.
No, John, it is not. Santa Claus is a myth that inspires generosity and nothing more.
Prove it then. Who else could have the motive to stalk our every move, encourage materialism in our children, and commit serious tax fraud all under the thinly veiled guise of generosity?
Amazon?
Huh. Well, explain this then. December 24th, 1984, I spent all day making cookies with my ma so we could eat them the next morning at Christmas. When I woke up, the entire plate of cookies was gone. Who ate them?
My logical deduction would be that your father ate the cookies.
Ha! It couldn't have been my dad because he left us back in 82!
Then it was your mother.
No, it couldn't have been. She was lactose intolerant. Besides, she told me. It was that fat fiend, Santa Claus!
Thus, we discover the original cover-up. It was your mother, John. She lied to you.
So, the cookies, the milk, and all that coal I got every year while all the other neighborhood kids got presents.
Your mother.
Man, I can't believe this. I need to clear my head.
Why don't you head back to the precinct? I'll finish up and maybe consider looking into a therapist. I think it would be beneficial for your emotional well-being and your career. Hey, it's me, Agent Gumdrop. The detective is aware of the situation. I'm ordering a second cleanup. Send in the reindeer. Tell them to cover their tracks this time. Now, I couldn't let the apprentices have all of the fun. It turns out that there's another crime afoot, a much more serious one. In my own rendition of the Scrooge story, a day of reckoning has come for a different kind of hoarder. This next tale was written by me, Brad Pauquette.
Scrooge.
What is it? Who's there?
Scrooge.
Wrong house. This is Meisner. There's a Schmidt downstairs. Is it Uber Eats? It's for Schmidt. He gets a lot of Uber Eats. Is it Schmidt?
Scrooge.
Whoa. just coming right through the door like that, huh?
Scrooge.
Well, I mean, it's Nick, but, I can tell that you're really committed to the bit here, so I guess that's fine.
Scrooge, it's me, Catherine Dickens.
You mean like the wife of Charles Dickens?
Yes, Scrooge. I am the spirit of unread books.
Why would Catherine Dickens be the spirit of unread books? It's absurd. Charles Dickens is one of the most beloved authors of all time.
Is he though, Scrooge? Tell me, how many bookshelves have a copy of A Tale of Two Cities on them with an uncracked spine? How many book reports have been written on great expectations with cliff notes and nary a look inside the pages? And don't get me started on David Copperfield.
The magician? I thought you wanted to talk about books. Why are we talking about magic?
You are the problem, Scrooge. The unread books on your shelf call out to me.
I'm going to read them, Catherine. Can I call you Kathy? I don't have time.
You spent 11 hours on Twitter last week, Scrooge.
I just feel it's important to be informed.
Come with me, Scrooge. Tell me, do you know this place?
I do. That's my sister's house. Before she stopped speaking to me, there's her cat and her little reading nook. She loves that little reading nook. I recognize that bookshelf. Why, there's my sister. And is that me?
She's asking you about the books she gave you for your birthday, Scrooge.
Hey, Ebenezer, what'd you think of The Kite Runner?
Oh, I have to say I loved it. The main character, what was his name?
Amir Jean?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Amir John. Just so funny, right?
Funny?
Well, no, not like ha funny. More like quirky. With the running and the whole kite thing.
Quirky? Gosh, Ebenezer, didn't you just find the whole thing so tragic and moving?
Well, no, not like quirky, like compelling. Like the gut, compelling.
Gosh, Ebenezer, you're just such a dilettante.
Why would she even give me a book like that?
A book like what, Scrooge?
Like so tragic and moving.
You still haven't read it, have you?
Of course I haven't read it.
Of course you haven't read it. The truth is you've been faking your way through book conversations since the 4th grade. Tell me, what about this place? Do you know it?
I do, Spirit. That's Mrs. Fezziwig's class. My 7th grade English class.
And Ebenezer, what theme did you find carried the most meaning for you in Tuck Everlasting?
Well, gosh, it's hard to pick just one, and it's hard to say more than what's already been said here by my peers. I'd have to say the theme of everlastingness is just so, wow. Just so wow, you know what I mean?
And yet you received an A on the paper. Why didn't you just read it, Scrooge? Your classmates genuinely enjoyed the book.
I just didn't feel I was emotionally ready for that story.
You watched the movie.
We don't have to get in the weeds on this, do we?
Do you remember when you bought 2 books at a bookstore while on a date? Just trying to impress someone?
Time out. Could we check in on something, please? What's your level of omniscience in this situation? I mean, like, hypothetically, if that happened more than once, would you know about it? Or just the one time, hypothetically?
Where are the books now, Scrooge?
They're on the shelf. They're right there.
What are they about, Scrooge? Who's the main character of Marley and Me?
Marley?
Even now, these books sit on your shelf like trophies of your own ignorance.
I'm gonna read them.
Can you still? Can you still read? Or has your mind atrophied like so many rotten potatoes shriveled inside your tiny, pathetic little head?
This seems to have taken an unnecessarily personal turn.
You have your phone read tweets out loud to you.
When I'm driving.
The only thing smaller than your IQ is your...
Spirit!
Your bank account.
Very mature.
You make Forrest Gump look like Rain Man.
Are you done?
You're so dumb that every day the other spirits and I place bets on whether you'll remember the way home from work each night.
You know what I think? I think you put the spirit in mean-spirited. That's what I think. Why are you doing this? Why are you being so mean to me?
A day of reckoning is coming. I see a violent mob forming outside of your house, calling for vengeance for all the book-related lies you've told.
You didn't even read it, did you?
Intellectual.
Are you even literate?
Such a disease.
I see a future employer demanding to know what you mean by the word Kafkaesque. What was Kafka's first name, Scrooge?
I don't know. I don't know what that word means. I just like the word, okay?
I see an old girlfriend stopping by to rekindle a relationship.
No.
Glancing at your bookshelf, picking up a book.
No.
She hears the creak of the unbroken spine.
No.
Feels the pages sticking together from decades of humidity on the shelf. Never used.
No, Spirit. No. Tell me, Spirit, is this what must be or only what may be?
I see broken reading glasses next to a letter from the school district where you grew up, rescinding your high school diploma. I see a cracked and empty frame where a college diploma once hung.
Not the diploma, Spirit. I'm still paying for that.
I see an unkempt gravestone with a simple epitaph. Here lies the owner of many unread books.
No, Spirit, say it won't be. I do believe. I will read the books that I pretend to read. I will read the books that people give me. I will even read the self-published books with clip art covers just because they put the heart into writing them. I will buy a Kindle and slog through the classics just to justify my own sense of intellectual superiority. I will read bestsellers and stop just pretending like I have in conversation. Even Oprah's book club. Let me do it again, Spirit. Give me another chance. It's morning. I see the sunlight peeking over the horizon. Light. I can read with this light. You there! What day is it?
It's Christmas Day, sir.
Ha! I haven't missed it. Is the library open?
Well, no, sir. It's Christmas.
Then go to the bookstore. Buy all the classics. 2 copies of each. I will give them all away. I will give out unrequested homework for Christmas. I will give out books that will sit on shelves so that their owners can be visited by strangely cliched hallucinations. I will read the classics. Then I will ask vaguely penetrating questions to the people I've given these unwanted books to. Huzzah! Thank you, Spirit! Thank you, Kathy! Merry Christmas!
The bookstore is also closed.
Well, Santa and books and turkeys aside, at Christmas we celebrate the coming of our Savior. Even though that little figurine in your nativity set is a baby year after year, the real Jesus didn't stay that way for long. Our last story was written by Vella Karman.
Mommy, I saw the nativity set move.
Okay, sweetie, put on your coat. We need to get to the store.
Do you think they're alive, like in Toy Story 4?
Come on, let's get out the door.
Shh. There, little Jesus. You know, Joseph, I treasure all these moments in my heart because I know he'll grow up someday.
Doesn't look like it'll happen anytime soon. We've been changing diapers for what, 10 Christmas now? Shouldn't he at least be walking?
All in good time.
And shouldn't we have more kids by now? I mean, we've been trying for a while.
Where would we put them? There's only one manger in this barn.
Don't you want kids of our own?
I'm a saint. Are saints even supposed to have kids?
You're a fully married woman now, so...
Don't even finish that sentence in my hearing.
I think the only saint here is the baby.
Do you see that man outside the window? The one with the red and blue mask and his clothes are...
Very tight. I saw him.
He's coming in.
Yo, that kid be sleeping in an animal trough.
Who are you?
I'm Spider-Man. I just been chilling with my bros upstairs in the boys' room, and then they hid me down here to see, like, how long it took before the folks notice. There's the folks. Can I in the weeds with the baby?
Absolutely not.
Put it on the shelf, right next to the nativity.
What's it called again?
It's an Easter nativity. We use it to remind us why Jesus came down to earth in the first place. Now, will you stop staring at the cross and come help me put these away?
Thank you, Jesus. I gotta go help Mommy now.
Why on earth would anyone want a statue of a guy on a cross? Especially a man with thorns wrapped around his head and blood dripping from the nails in his hands.
Did you hear what she said? About Jesus?
She wasn't talking about our Jesus.
I've been staring at this baby for 10 years now. I know what he looks like. He's got your eyes and the opposite of my nose, and that statue is definitely of him.
Bro, that's a baby? That's the baby Jesus the boys keep talking about?
Oh no, you're right.
To show I'm right.
Why would he die on a cross?
I didn't know religious dudes went around half naked. Maybe I could get into some religiosity.
Jesus won't be a hardened criminal. I know, I had the dream.
And I saw the angel.
You are to name him Jesus because he will save his people from their sins. It's not about us, Mary. It's about him. I don't know what this cross thing means, but it's important.
I could have told you that.
Let me hold him. Let me hold our son. Here, buddy.
He needs a diaper change.
So he does. It's all right, Jesus. Shh. It'd be an honor to change your diaper. We hope our little stories take you back to a simpler time. A time when you can just sit and be. With all the hustle and bustle of the holidays, don't forget to just sit and be. To just sit in a dark room in the glow of the Christmas tree, breathing in the pine scent as you scratch the dog's ears. A place where you can sit next to your spouse or your kid in the silence of the season and say nothing at all. Sometimes those are the memories that last a lifetime. On behalf of all of us here at the company, we bless you in the name of Jesus our Lord in this Christmas season. You're always welcome to come see us here in Cambridge, where all the streets are clean, nobody ever cusses unless they're talking about Democrats, and the courthouse holiday display still says Merry Christmas. We'll leave the lights on for you. For Melissa and me, all our kids, and the apprentices too. Merry Christmas.